Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So it's about 5 to 4, 26.4 degrees Celsius, 46% humidity, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Friday. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to 7/24. So trying to make the wife a little less unhappy. I'm trying to clear off the driveway. And one of the bikes we haven't taken for a ride yet, and I mean literally, I haven't ridden yet, is part of the big deal bikes. The first one off the truck started right up, but if you guys remember, it was racing. It had a problem with the throttle cable. Turns out the cable was a little too tight. I just had to tweak the adjuster a little bit. I really don't want to ride this one too much because it's not wearing an air filter. But just quickly, you can see the tail light isn't lit, but the headlight is. You can hear how it sounds. It sounds pretty good. I just want to take it for a ride out back. I figured I'd give you guys a little ride. For some of you who are less familiar with the Horde, this allows you to see it. This is an 84, made in 83, so it has a downshift pattern. And yeah, let's give it a little ride here. One of my tires is a little low, so she's a tad choppy. When you turn it, it has a tendency to rock and rattle a little bit. Particularly, what it does is it rocks one way, then it kind of pulls back. There's also a bit of a click in the back. I'm going to have to take a look to see if the chain or the chain tensioner or something's going on with that. Oh, that's neutral. Shift is a little, I'll say the shifter's a little, that's strange. So, as a matter of fact, yeah, she seems to be a little bit stuck in gear, so this shifter needs a little love and attention. No big deal. I just turned off the gas. I'm going to let it run out. You guys could see I kind of beat up on Jack's beanstalk there a little bit. If I could get off this thing in one piece without dumping myself on my butt. Ouch. Just a quick look what I got back here. This is an ATC. This is an ATC200. You can see no front suspension and how big it is. This is a Moto 4 that's supposed to be going to my son's house. This is the bike we just drove around back. This is another 85 200S. So this is like the twin to my first one. This is another 200S. And I'm not sure what the year is. And 200S without a motor on it. I think that's a 185 and that's a 185. Don't know for sure, and I don't want to climb through the bushes and pick up a tick. Yeah, you can see the thing. You can see it's in gear. It's doing the humpy on the wall thing. Yeah, I wanted to use this kind of as a run-out shed. to store these things, to make it easy to just get them out and run them when it's time to do that. And I guess it works for that. There it goes. She's out of gas. I mean, obviously right there, sitting here, so it works for that. But I'm just going to pull the seat off because I don't know how much you guys deal in these things, but if you deal with them at all, you realize it's kind of hard to get a decent seat. Right, so one doesn't want to leave it out and let the sun beat up on it and all. All right, I'm like out of tape. Well, no, I got another couple of minutes so I can continue to bore you guys with my chit chat. So I got two bikes. Well, I got the Warrior off the driveway, and I got three wheelers off the driveway. And to be honest with you, it doesn't look like I removed anything. So I'm going to go in and say, huh? I cleaned up the driveway. And the wife's going to say, really? I hardly noticed. So that's always a good time, eh? I might need to figure out how to do a little better with this. Been getting a lot of good suggestions from you guys. One of the problems you run into to get these things to take up less space. Obviously, one pulls the wheels off, right? And if you pull the wheels off, they take a lot less space. The only problem is now you have, I don't know, without tires on it, with all three tires off, if there's no gas tank, the plastic's off, I don't know, you're probably looking at about $250. These things weigh about $250, your typical three-wheeler. I'm not talking a 200X with the suspension in the back. It's got a little more weight, but a 185 or a 200S, call it about $250. Which means if you could kind of get in front of it, you can lift the 1 1/4 and you can lift the 1 1/4 in the back, so you can kind of jackass them around. But it's hard to do that, so you kind of want to leave the wheels on them. But by the time you leave the wheels on them, now you've added another wheels, gas tank, plastic. You've added another 100 1/4, 100 1/2. So you know you're up over 300 pounds. 350. Now it's getting harder to pick them up and jackass them about. So that's where it gets difficult. So if you try to rack them up, let's say somehow you manage to figure out how to get 3 wide and 3 high, right? That puts 9 of them on a rack, and the footprint wouldn't be huge. It probably wouldn't be much bigger than this trailer, to be honest with you, a tad higher. But now you got a cube that's hard to move around, and how do you get the upper ones in and out of the cube, right? You need a forklift. Well, the Horde has a lot of stuff, but it doesn't have a forklift. If you sniff at forklifts, they kind of come in 2 different versions. They come in the ones that you can ride off kilter with the bigger tires and all, but they're really expensive. Or the cheap ones, $1,500 for the kind of the hard rubber ones that you can ride on flat surfaces. Doesn't do me much good though. How do I get it up and down and around? So still working on that, where to put them all. Anyway, I'm about out of memory here. So thanks for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please enjoy all your days. Get out there and have some fun. Bye now.